Well, well. Welcome back, my darling diamonds in the rough. I am your favorite talking stone, and I'm late. Later than usual. 30 minutes later than usual. And because of that, we're doing puzzles today. We are doing puzzles today. I have some queued up and some that I'm going to find out. Are we live? It says we're streaming to that. That's not good. Oh, no, it is. Okay, we're good. We are good. I was concerned. I was very concerned. But yes, can we just hop right into it? I think so. With the wonderful Wordle. And our favorite starting word, of course, is jazzy. That leaves us with a Y. Ooh. What words end with Y? Privy. That's a word. That's a word that fits. Oh my. Privy. I spelled privy wrong. Oh my. That knocks out a lot. Lucky. Lucky. Hopefully we can get lucky with this. Oh, a bit better. Bully? Like the hit 2013 Rockstar game? Close. Gully? Dully, fully, I think Gully? No. Okay. Unfortunately, we're down to our last one. Sully. I think it has to be Sully, right? Tully, Mully, Nully, Hully. It has to be Sully. And it is. That was pretty nerve-wracking. Oh my. Pretty nerve-wracking, but we got it done. Wordle in under a minute. Oh my. Oh my. What was I going to say? I'm a big fan of the YouTube channel Cracking the Cryptic, and I sometimes see their shorts where they do Wordle in a minute. And if you don't know who Cracking the Cryptic are, they're basically a very, very popular, very, very talented puzzling channel. They do a lot of Sudoku variants, traditional Sudoku puzzles, which are 1 through 9 in every row, common 3x3 box, but some people make variants of them, where there's other additional rules to make the puzzles harder. And I'm big fan of those. They also do things like, they do the daily Wordle, and they post it on a YouTube short where they solve the Wordle in under a minute. And personally, my favorite videos of theirs to watch are their cryptic crosswords. I'm a big fan of crosswords just as they are. I'm not very good at them, but I'm a fan of them. And their cryptic crosswords are even better, even though I am significantly less talented at them than I am regular crosswords, which I am pretty weak at. The cryptic crosswords they do are... Well, a cryptic crossword is sort of like a normal crossword, except instead of the clue being a direct definition, it's the clue itself for the word. It's a puzzle. For instance, based on the diction of the clue, usually based on the diction of the clue, what's said in it, it'll give you hints as to what it could be. And usually there's a one-word definition either at the beginning or the end of the clue, up to the solver to determine, of course, and the rest of the clue is a puzzle to unravel and unwind to see. Like maybe it'll be the definition will be flower, and then there'll be like tulip somewhere in the word, maybe an anagram. It's very fun. I love listening to it on Friday nights. Oh my. But enough talk about other puzzlers. Let's talk about me and our wonderful connections. Let's see if we can get something done. Right, Craven. That is a word that has been popping up into my mind recently. I love, how do I say this? I don't know how to say this appropriately, so I won't say it appropriately. Crass words used to describe other people. I like, how do I say this? Having a large vocabulary of crude words to whip out and adorn those who displease me. It's funny. It's funny. Because calling someone mean, that's not like a funny thing to say. I mean, unless you have a good way with words. But calling someone craven, now that's spicy. That is spicy. That is good. Also, I am a bit overheated, so give me a minute. I'm just going to take off my... I want to call this a Snuggie. It's not a Snuggie. It's a blanket jacket that's legally distinct. Legally distinct Snuggie. But I need to take it off, and I will be a bit cooler and a bit ready to go on. Well, that was fast. I'm just going to get back in a comfortable position. Oh, yes, I'm leaning all the way back on my chair. It is very comfortable, and we can begin. Lovely. Craven. Again, a bit of a crude word. It also just has the word raven in it, so maybe a letter and a bird? Maybe. Though I don't really see a lot of birds in here, so it's probably not. It's probably craven, the word itself, not a play on it. Alright, let's go on. Or crave, and then a letter? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Tower. I'm thinking of... What is it, that Stephen King book? The Dark Tower? I think I saw the movie for it. Like 8 years ago. Or 10 years? I don't even know. That being said, I cannot tell you anything about that book. It did not leave an impression. Sorry, the movie. I watched the movie. I didn't read the book. Watched the movie, and I'm going to be completely honest. It did not leave an impression on me. I just remember hearing the name, and I enjoyed it. I did enjoy watching it. I just, didn't leave that much of an impression on me. We'll continue. Brooklyn. Maybe Brook like a stream. Maybe Brooklyn as a name, or maybe Brooklyn as, you know, the borough of New York. Going back to Brooklyn as a name, one of my friends growing up, he had a dog that he named Brooklyn. So maybe it's dog names as well, though that's a pretty odd dog name. It's a pretty uncommon name in general, but maybe. Maybe. Bumble, I think of the dating app, or maybe a bumblebee. Carpenter bee. Ooh. Any other kind of bees? Killer bee? That's a bit of a stretch. Craven, Tower, Brooklyn, Lace, Needle Twist, Rialto, Wind, Wonton, Honeybee. You know what? I'm good with this. Let's see if the bees get there. Yes, they do. Kinds of bees. That was a good read. Craven, Lace. I'm thinking like a lace on like a clothing. Or maybe to lace up your shoes and tie them. Needle. Maybe something a bit of a point, or a sewing needle. I remember in my grammar school, I had to take a home ec class, and it was weird. It was a weird home ec class. I don't know what to say. They taught us manners. They taught us how to sew, which I love that unit. I love that unit. I don't know how to sew. I don't remember. And we didn't use sewing machines. We did it all by hand. But we made... I don't know what to call them, like wallets almost. Not good wallets. The wallets that maybe 5th graders would make. Actually, were we in 5th? I don't even know what grade we were in. We were in like middle school. It was fun. I love that unit. We made a commercial in that home ec class, now that I'm remembering. Oh my, that was weird. Because I had no talent for video recording or editing or even knowledge about it. So much has changed. Oh, how the turntables turn. And it was a fun project to work on. Very creative, very hands-on, which, looking back, is absolutely great for children to do. But yeah, I also made a game in that home ec class, which definitely was not a balanced game, but oh my. Yeah, that home ec class is... very interesting. We did not learn how to cook. Though I've learned to cook in my old age. Not that old, but... Oh, I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. I should hop back into this. But that home ec class was actually really fun. I wish I took more home ec class, but unfortunately it was just a 1-year elective in middle school. And it wasn't offered in high school. But it was a fun class, I do have to say. Anyway, let's continue. Needle, we don't know. Twist. I'm hungry for ice cream. I went to the store, and I'm thinking ice cream twist, like a maybe a swirl. I think that will say like a vanilla and chocolate twist, vanilla and chocolate swirl, whatever language you use to describe that blend of ice cream on one scoop. Though, well, not scoop, it's more soft serve terminology. But I'm reminded of ice cream because I went to the store today to get some food, and they had a sale on ice cream. And I love my ice cream. I do love my ice cream. I only get it when it's on sale. It was pints of Ben & Jerry's, which is my favorite, and it was on sale. This place doesn't have a good sale price, so I wasn't going to even consider it. However, it said that there was a spend $15 or more, get $5 off. And that's actually a really good deal. I'd have to buy, I think, 4 pints of ice cream because, of course, they label their price at $4.99, which means buying 3 would be $14.97, 3 cents short of 15, and it's only participating brands, which is only Ben & Jerry's. Though you're not going to hear me complain about buying another pint of ice cream. It is that good. Oh my. But that's what I think when I twist. Or maybe like a twist in a movie. Tower we got off. Wonton. Is that chill or uncaring? I forget. Wonton is a word I hear seldom used, so I'm not too familiar with it. Wind. Is this wind or wind? It could be wind. Like one of those dolls or toys, like, I don't know what they're called. I'm just thinking like an automaton with like a winding key, like a Cecilia in the Green. I'm just thinking that. Like something like a wind, like, yeah, like wooden toys, you'd have a winding key for them, and you place them down and they'd walk around. I'm thinking of that. Or wind, like wind. Rialto. I see re, like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Well, that's re, not re. But I'm thinking, I see alto. So maybe it's alto. I forget the other ones are called. But like alto, that's a singing voice, like a higher pitch. Baritone? No. Golden Gate Weave. No, I don't believe so. Ace, Edel, Whist, no. Rialto, OT, I don't know. Maybe it's an anagram for something. But this one really confused me. Desiree? Oh, wait, no. I just realized something. Golden Gate. I think of the Golden Gate Bridge. Brooklyn Bridge. Is there a Tower Bridge? Probably. Wonton Bridge, Wind Bridge, Rialto Bridge, Twist Bridge, Needle Bridge. I don't know. But I believe these are all bridges. Yeah, the London Tower Bridge, I believe. Is it London Tower Bridge? I think that's what it's called. And then Craven Bridge, Lace Bridge, Needle Bridge, or Twist... let's go Twist Bridge. A bit of a guess. It might be Needle Bridge. Let's hope we were right. One away. Rialto? That's my guess. There we go. Famous bridges. Lovely. You know who this reminds me of? Horace from Mighty Men. And his famous one-liner, I love bridges. That was such a good running joke. He has framed pictures of bridges in his, hospital. Not even his office. Just on the hospital wall. There was just a was it the Golden Gate? I believe it was the Golden Gate Bridge. Though, my memory is not that great. Mighty Man, that was a fun show. I'm so sad that they took that and Labrash, matched them together, and ruined them both. I'm very upset about that, because I went into that with such high expectations. To see them continue a show with the Strike Force, Supreme Force, whatever they called it, and they kind of ruined basically every major plot line. And it was not a good show. It was a really bad show. And then it got canned. And nothing was left concluded. Oh no. But Horace from Mighty Men. What a fun guy. Very good comic relief character. And man, does he love bridges. Alright, now needle, weave, twist, and lace? Dang it! Wind, wanton, craven, desiree. Maybe it is birds. Wonton, no. Wait, I'm confused. We have one guess left. We know 3 of these are in the same group and 1 isn't. Needle, weave, lace, maybe not twist, but wind. Wind together. Never mind. Intertwine, lace, twist, weave, wind. Oh, it was, wait, it was wind? What did I guess? I'm confused. Needle. Oh, I have needle. I wasn't gonna get that. I don't know. And then starting with synonyms for hanker for. Okay, that makes sense. Crave, desire, need, and want. Okay, that is sensible. That's unfortunate. We lost, but that's okay. It was fun. It was fun. And I'm still peeved that I can't do the mini without an account. So we're going to move over to the Pokédoku. And give me a moment. Alright. My lips are dry. I need more water, actually. Give me one more moment. That is so much better. I was very busy today, so I forgot to drink the amount of water I usually drink, and it definitely had its impact. But we don't care about dehydration. We do care about dehydration. I've been trying to hydrate a lot, especially ever since I'm feeling healthier from coming back from sick. Wow, that was a lot of English words, but that was not an English sentence. Ever since I got better from being sick, I've been trying to regain any fluids I might have lost. So I've been trying to focus on hydration, but oh my, it is today was not one of the days I could have. But that doesn't matter because we're here with today's puzzle, Pokédoku. We have to find a Pokemon that fits every row and column. So fire and rock type, that is great. I can't think of one right now though. Wait, nope, scratch that. I don't remember its name, but it's the coal one from the Galarian region. That one is definitely fire and rock. I just don't remember its name. Well, that's a shame. Rock and fairy, I believe, is Diancie. Diancie is the first one that comes to mind. Good old Kalos. I believe Kalos, right? Diancie's from Kalos, right? Whatever, it is Rock and Fairy. I'm fairly confident. There we go. Rock and Fighting. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of Pokemon come to mind, but let me find the right one. Rock and Fighting, because for some reason I was thinking Poliwhirl, which is absolutely not. Rock and Fighting, huh? It feels like there should be a ton, but there's... That is a weird combination. Maybe I just don't know rocks. Mythical. I'm really bad with mythical Pokemon. Fire mythical. Fairy mythical. Fairy mythical. Diancie Mega. I believe Diancie is a mythical. So why wouldn't the Mega be a mythical? We might get this wrong though. I'm not good with mythicals. Never mind. I'm amazing with mythicals. You know, let's just do Fairy. Fairy and dual type. Molly. There we go. Well, wait, is Molly... Wait, oh no. Oh, she is! Or Molly is. For some reason, I thought it was Steel and Dark as soon as I entered it. So I'm glad I got that. But anyways, we can continue. Mythical and Fighting, I think of the legendary horses, or horse fair, whatever they're called, from Black and White. Specifically, the water one, which is like Keldo? I consider Mythicals legendary. I really don't know. Oh, we do! Okay, memory, I'm amazing. Mythical Fire. The legendary birds are the legendary birds. Well, Moltres, no, definitely Victini. Victini. That has to be. Maybe not has to be. I really don't deserve this category. I consider all of these legendaries, but you know what? Maybe not. You know what? Fire and dual type, that's pretty easy. We'll go Infernape. We always love our starters. Infernape was technically the first Pokemon I ever had. Granted, the game didn't save. So I actually went with Piplup. Sorry, I didn't know how to save the game actually. So when I powered down, powered back up, I chose Piplup the next time, and then I learned how to save, and I beat the game with Piplup. But technically, Chimchar was the first Pokemon I ever had in any game. Little lore drop there. But Infernape, Fire Fighting, Dual Type, 2.1%. Lovely. Dual Type Fighting, Hawlucha? Let's do that. Hawlucha. It has a Mega? I like Mega Evolution, don't get me wrong, but finding out that XYZ has a Mega Evolution is... Do we really need that? That's really what I'm thinking. There's a lot of Mega Evolutions. I don't think we need all of them. But I digress. Fire and Rock. Coal. Torkoal should be, but it's not. Colossal. There we go. That's what I was thinking of. Knew it had coal in the name. Fairly confident with this. Yep. And lastly, Rock and Fighting. Unfortunately, Galarian Geodude or Alolan Geodude or whatever Geodude is electric and rock, I think. This one's going to be... This seemed simple, but I don't actually recall any rock fighting types. Maybe it's a newer one. Huh. Strange. I'll give it maybe a minute. So, it'll be a nice time to sip some water and relax. Rock fighting types. Just trying to think of all the fighting types. Kabutops is... Wait, Kabutops? I don't think so. I might choose it though. Because I cannot think. I really can't think of anything. I'm going to go with Kabutops. I'm going to take the L. I'm not confident at all. Yeah. Unfortunate. We were so close on something that I was not confident in at all. Marcargo is Fire and Rock? Really? Most common Marcargo, Victini, Charizard. Understandable. Carbink. I forgot about Carbink. I didn't realize it was... Well, no, I thought about Carbink, but I thought, oh, it's just Rock. I forgot it was Fairy. Gardevoir for Fairy and Dual Type? Oh, yeah. Terrakin. Oh, my goodness gracious. I was literally talking about those horses with Kelto. Marshadow? Marshadow's a pseudo-legend? A mythical? Really? Didn't know. And Lucario, of course. Let's see the least common. Growlithe Hisui? Oh my. Volcanion. Which, okay, that makes sense. Houndoom Mega for Dual Type. That I get that. Deontay was the least common. I'm sorry, I raised my voice. I'm very surprised by that. Deontay's the least common. Marthader, I don't know who this is. I'm going to be honest. I've seen them before. Not like this, but I don't know. Enormous Therian? Is this... This is Fairy type. Oh my. What is Pokemon even? Barbacle Mega. Really? It's rock and fighting? I thought Barbacle was water fighting. Or water rock or something. I guess the Mega changes type. Meloetta Pirouette for fighting mythical? Okay. And Chestnut for fighting in dual type. Wow, I'm surprised a starter is the least common for something. It's very bizarre. Very bizarre. I'm surprised I didn't even think of Chestnut though. Yeah, my brother, when he played X and Y, he went with the Chespin line. So I was very familiar with that. because I battled him a few times. I won because I'm a bit better, but it was fun. It was fun. And I think he still... No, he does not still have a save. Oh my, but that was fun. Right. Now, we could... Let me check the dolls. I should have checked the dolls site to see if anything new has popped up. Oh, these are some new things. We'll see if any of them are good, any of them are not. Alright, so we're playing, well, let's hop over to it first. Centroid. I'm gonna lock in for this. How to play. Complete 3 rounds of increasing difficulty. Easy, 3 to 4 shades. Medium, 5 to 6. Hard, 7 to 8. For each round, click where you think the center of mass is. You get 1 guess per round, make it count. Each round is scored out of 10 based on accuracy. Final score is out of 30 compared... Oh! So it's find the center of an object. Of each individual object. I'm guessing like around here for this one. Oh! It's for the 3 objects. I thought it was for each object. Alright, if we assume that each object has the same density, this one really weights stuff over in this area. Though there's a lot of overlap here. These are far, so they pull. I'm going to say that one's far there, so I'm going to say around here-ish. Really? That's so far from this one, though. Round 3 out of 3 hard. This is huge. So let's ignore this stuff for now. This is huge. It weighs this probably over to here. I would say, well, maybe not to that. Maybe to here. That weighs it down a bit. Mainly to here. I think here. That's good. 19.7 pixels. If I knew how to play, that would be, maybe a bit different. 18 out of 30. We got better each round, though, so that's pretty fun. 3 out of 10, 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10. That is nice. 18 out of 30. Wow. You know, below average, but we didn't know how to play. So we will take that with joy, I suppose. Oh my. That was fun. Next, we'll do GeoGrid. That's what it says, at least. We'll see how it is. Seems nice and simple. Seems similar to Pokedoku in the sense that we need something that is like an area greater than 500,000 kilometers, but bottom 20 in population density. Would that be Russia? That would be Russia, right? Oh, wait, we're getting ads? Oh, no, I don't like ads. Wait, actually, I can just do this. I'm sorry. No, I can't do that. What can I do? I thought I had ad blocker on. We will just do that. Does that work? That looks like it's working. Nope. Okay. I can't deal with ads right now. You know what? Not worth the trouble. Let's just go to WordPeak. Sorry, I should have checked here more. But WordPeak, let's go. Alright, how to play? Guess the word in 6 tries. After each guess, the tile will show whether your letters occur earlier or later in the alphabet compared to the correct letters. Early means closer to A, later means closer to Z. Alright, P, letter is correct. Letter is too early in the alphabet, letter is too late in the alphabet. Okay. The range of possible letters is shown on the tile and keyboard as you type. Okay, play daily. Do we have to say words? Or can we just do like, Not a valid word. So let's try to keep it around the middle. Like maybe... Actually, let's not. Knots. Is that not how you spell knots? Well, oh, knots. We can do this. We have an O. So now we are labeled to A and J, because this is too late in the alphabet. Okay. Interesting. So A through J with an O in the third letter, and then something later than N. Where's N on? O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Maybe we could do something here, double O, and then something above T, and then after S. Like, do... That's not a word. But doobie doobie dooba, A, Gen, B. That's, I'm just reminded of that, but maybe, we're gonna get the same thing, but we'll try doors. We have an R now. Alright. So, we know this is between E and J. We know it's not an O. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. P, like we can't type, oh, we can type a Q. That's interesting. But let's not. Whoa, microphone. Sorry about that. Let's put you back and think. This is challenging, I'll say. Maybe we can go with... This is between E and J. Something, some letter, O-R, some letter. Floor... No, this is after S, isn't it? Yeah, this is Z. Yeah, T to Z. O-R... Probably a Y then. O-R because can't be... Or maybe a T? It could be a T, actually. Could be a T or Y. O-R. So it has to be sort... What could be here? This feels like another consonant. I'm very confused. Very confused indeed. Sports. Well, we can't try S. Well, let's put S anyway and just see what we can do here. Okay. Not N-O-P. Okay, we're not getting a lot of progress, but let's try O-R. And then Y here. Story? Well, story. Let's try story. I just want to see the word. Whoa. T. O-R-Y. Okay, we got some stuff. Bad news, this is after T, so it's U-V. O-R-Y. Maybe... Well, I'm very confused. Oh my, I'm sorry. W, X, Y, and Z. Glory is not a word. But let's try getting rid of the W. Glory? Let's just put this in. Alright, this is through H, I, or J. This is between U and Z, so this is O-R-Y. Wow, this is very, tricky. Hawari is obviously not a word. Hiyori. Giori, nope. Izori? Ivory! Oh, it is probably Ivory. I don't deserve that. I was really just guessing and checking there. But we got something. We got something. Do not deserve it. Not in the slightest, but we will take it. I guess luck has just favored us today. And hopefully continue to favor us on the chess puzzle from chess.com. Alright, a royal gathering. Let's see if I can gather these royals together. Black to move, not white. Alright, we have to think of checks, captures, and attacks. I see this check forcing black to go here or here. And we do have a free pawn, but then white can take, and then I'm forced down here or here. And actually probably here, because then when you check me, I can block like that. But then it's a 3-on-3 with your king more active. Regardless, I do think this is the first move. If you go down here, I can check you here. Okay, which would prevent that. That's prevented. Okay. You wouldn't want to go here because then I'd win your knight. So that's tactically prevented. You can't go here. Well, you're on this square, actually. I should be clear. This point. You couldn't go here because I'd tactically win your knight. You could not go there because then I could check you here. Actually, I'm pretty confident you can't do that. You can't go here because of this pawn. And you probably can't go here. Oh, you know what? Let's just play it. Okay, never mind. That's wrong. That's wrong? If I go here, I'm surprised. Maybe if I go here instead, takes away all these squares. If you go up, I have that check. Basically forcing you up again, I'd say. To where... I don't like to be guessing and checking, though. Wow, I'm stumped. I'll take a hint. I missed a very obvious... This queen and this king are on the same diagonal. It says it in the name of Royal Gathering. So why did I miss that one very obvious move? Oh my. I thought I was winning the knight. I am so foolish sometimes. I don't deserve this. Oh my, I don't deserve this. Well, let's hope we can make it better with some just puzzle grind. Some puzzle rush, I'll say. And a nice sip of water. That is lovely, but oh my lips are chopped and dehydrated. Very much so. Right. We're loading it in. Alright, white to move. This is just checkmate. Knight takes away these squares. Yeah, and nothing's there. Just checkmate in one. Checkmate in one, because bishop takes away this square. These squares take away by your own pawns, and this rook takes away the others. Same thing, mate in one, similar reason. Mate in one. Mate in one. Oh, sorry, mate in two. Mate in one. Oh, I should have elaborated on that. That's fine. Mate in one because the queen and the rook... sorry, not the rook. The knight target that square, covering everything, and luckily the queen's here so the king can't escape. This is a battery targeted right here, which is just checkmate in one. Same thing, battery, checkmate in one. Let's see what I can do. I can take your free rook, and then you can't go here, because I'd take, and guess what? Defended by the knight, so it's mate in two. Alright. I see this check forcing you in the corner, and you're kind of boxed in, so when I go here, sack my queen, you take, I take back. Guess what? That's just checkmate. So checkmate in three. 1, 2, 3 with everything forced. queen and rook combined, so that square is looking very juicy, and checkmate in 1. Let's see. I see this. This is a brilliant, actually checkmate. The queen can't take because it's pinned to the king. The king has no escape squares. It's brilliant. It is simply brilliant. Checkmate in 1. Oh my. I like the idea of this. No, because you could take with your queen. And my entire idea was to bring backup here. And backup is good because it essentially just wins a piece for free. I like that. Okay, we're going to... No checks, no captures, but an attack. We're going to double our rooks. And we're guaranteed to win a bishop. Take the free bishop. Alright, checks, captures, and attacks. I like the idea of going here. Again, I'm threatening just checkmate in 1. And I don't know how you stop that. Because the queen can only go here or here to block the attack. The rook can go up here, but guess what? The knight's here. So the teamwork kind of defeats the purpose. And you just can't cover the square. Because even if the queen goes here to cover the square, guess what? I just take. So it's really a brilliant move. Never mind, I'm apparently incredibly foolish. This just looks like checkmate in 1, so I'm going to play it. Black to move. I would like to force you there. That brings you... Sorry, no, that doesn't bring you down. That brings you up here or here, but guess what? Pawn takes it with these squares, your own pawn takes it with this. This is back right, you block with your rook. I take and checkmate. Lovely. Exactly like we calculated. Free queen. Not much to elaborate there. Checkmate in 1. Let's see. My first thought is this, but that's not a good move at all. What's my second thought? This, which is a great move because it forks the queen and the knight. We take the queen with check, obviously, and now we take the knight for free. Not for free, but with the cost of a pawn. You left this hanging. I don't know what you're going to do after that, but it's a free piece. And now I could go here and block, which is what I'm going to do. Could probably play around and check a bit, but we don't really care at the moment. Black to move, checks, captures, and attacks. If I go here, you probably go up here. I take, you take, you push, I queen. Simple enough. So we just trade down and I win the race. Black to move, checks, captures, and attacks are on the board. Oh, one check's on the board. Whoa, whoa, hold your horses. This check. This check. King probably takes, and I don't know what I have. So let's try the idea of taking here. You take back. And I'm left empty. Oh, I can't even do that. Because this is pinned to my king. Let's see. How curious. I don't have any ideas. Well, let's say I take here, you take back, I go here, you take, I take back, you queen. And I can't stop that and I'm losing. That's a bad sequence for me, and I'm not even sure if it's the best sequence for you. Oh my. What do I need to do? That's a very loaded question. If I go here, you can either push, you can take. Probably not take, because then I can simplify here. But I'm very confused. 21. Let's see. What's my instinct telling me? Nothing. It's telling me... Well, it's telling me that this pawn is a nuisance. And if I take, you just kind of take, and I don't have anything. I had no clue. Missed something probably obvious, but... Oh my. I think taking this free bishop, and I say free bishop because if you take back, my rook attacks your queen. I think we're taking this free knight because if you take back, I take back, and I fork your rook and queen. Interesting. Oh, wait, no. Well, I take it anyway, but the queen's defended by the bishop. Lovely. I missed that, but it doesn't matter. I take your free piece, and if you take my free piece... Well, that's an even trade. But then I take back with check. If you block, I can take. And if you take my knight, I can take there with check. You have to move your king, and then I can queen by taking the rook. So I like that. Let's take the pawn. Oh, you're just letting me fork you. That's fine. It's probably the better move anyway. Checks, captures, and attacks. Here, nay. I say here. Force you to take either one of these ways. Let's start with there. If you take back the king, I go here to check you, force you in the corner, and checkmate you. So you can't do that. So if you take with the rook, I check here, force you to block, and guess what? I'm taking. Everything's forced, and it's mate in 3. If I go here, you can go up. I can push. And I just win the race, don't I? Though it is pretty close. Okay, I said I win the race. How am I going to? Well, this forces you over somehow. Because it would take away these squares with the king, these squares with the queen. And obviously you're not going up here because then this would just win the queen. So if you're going down there, what's the best course of action? I don't know. But this is the best move. Did I miss something? That is a suboptimal move. Weird. If I check, force you either here or here. This is check regardless. And then you kind of have to take. This is check then. And I win your queen after. You move your king. Oh, that's so mean. That is so mean. I love it. Alright. First instinct is just take the bishop. Second instinct is, why don't we fork stuff? Win the queen. You take my queen. I take your rook. You probably escape with your bishop. And I can escape. I'm just winning. White to move. Checks, captures, and attacks are appreciated. If I go here, you can queen. But if I go here, it's check. And the reason why I'm doing this is to block the rook of sights of this diagonal so I can queen on the next turn. So it's pretty brilliant, so let's play it. Oh. You're just giving it to me. I'll take it. This check forces you out. And then this discovered check forces you either here or here. Actually, sorry, not here, because of course the bishop sees that. Over there, and guess what? We're kind of setting back rank mate up. So That's lovely, and the rooks are stacked, so we can deliver. This check is pretty brutal, force you up here. This check is pretty brutal, force you back here. And this is checkmate. So mate in 3, it looks like. Lovely. Checks, captures, attacks. I'd love to take. Unfortunately, the pesky little queen is here. So what can we do? We can take here, and that's just checkmate 1, because this, while defending the knight, is actually pinned. I think this is mate in a few, so let's just play with our guts. Rush some speed up. Never mind, I should not have done that. Should not have done that, but I think we have time for one more puzzle. Do I want redemption for Pokidoku? I kind of do. We'll go unlimited mode. One more, do or die. So let's make it a good one. Let's hop on. I'm generating one right now. Ground, electric, water, monotype, legendary, flying. Okay, I think we can do this. Ground, electric. Stunfisk. I forget if Stunfisk... Yes, no, Stunfisk. From X... Not X and Y. From Black and White. Should be electric and ground. Might be water. I think it's ground, though. Stunfisk. Show me the money. Electric... Oh, sorry. Ground and water. Not electric water. Ground and water. Swampert. Quagsire. Quagsire it is. Let's choose that. Ground and monotype. We can go with the lovely Groudon. That's the first one that comes to mind. That is the first one that comes to mind. And I believe, is Kyogre dual type or monotype? Is it water or is it water steel? I feel like it's dual type, but I can't remember. Oh, whatever. It'll come to me when it does. Legendary Electric. Zapdos is the first that comes to mind, so let's put Zapdos down. I forget. Is there other ones? Other electric legendaries? Oh, yes there are. From Pokemon White, the Zekrom. But we already chose Zapdos, so let's not cross our eyes and dot our T's or whatever. Legendary Water. Legendary Water. I thought Lugia was water type when I first saw it. With its like white and blue color scheme, I thought it was white. I thought it was water. I'm sorry. It is late. I'm going to sleep after this. But it was not. It was flying and psychic. But legendary water types, Caldo, but Caldo is a mythical, which again I don't understand the difference. But that's fine. So we can go with Kyogre. Right next to Groudon. Right next to Groudon. Are there other water legendaries? I can't recall. So it doesn't matter. Oh, sorry, right across from Groudon. Legendary monotype. That would be the lovely... Who would that be? Monotype? Uxie, yes. My favorite of the 3 Sinnoh, the Sinnoh trio. I love Uxie. I really do. I don't have any stories about Uxie though. I think, was it the first Pokemon? I forget if it was the first Pokemon I caught using a, first legendary caught using a not using a Master Ball, or if it was the, first non-mainline legendary I caught with a Master Ball. And by non-mainline, I mean not a box cover. I don't think I caught Guaranteed on Master Ball. I caught Uxie with a Master Ball. I think. In one of my playthroughs, I think, at least. I'm not entirely sure. Now we're moving on to Flying and Electric Zapdos. I miss you, but there's that one Galarian Pokemon, I think? I know from the... Well, I know it's Flying. I know it's Electric. And I know that Roy has it in the X and Y anime. Not the X and Y anime. Oh my goodness gracious, my tongue is tied. My brain is fried. No. I mean from the Pokemon New Horizons show. Roy has it. And I forget its name. But we can't do Zapdos. So electric and flying, anything else that comes to mind? I should have looked ahead. Also, when I watched the show, because I did watch the show, I'm not up to date on it. I probably stopped watching around episode 67. I felt that was a good cutoff. Maybe I'll watch it all. I don't know. But I was watching it in the Japanese dub. So I think the names are different. So even if I do remember it, I don't actually know. Water and flying, though, that we can say. It's Swana. There it is, Swana. I thought I was going to have to type more letters in for it. Well, that's fine. Lastly, we have monotype and flying. That's going to be hard because stuff like Pidgey and Starly, I think, are normal type as well as flying type. So if you want a pure flying type, we're going to have to think long and hard about it. Nothing's coming to mind. Pure flying type. There's definitely a lot of them, but none of them come to mind at the moment. Wonder, because Hoot is, I forget if it's normal in or psychic, but it definitely is one of those in flying. Then things like, a lot of the birds are dual type. Talonflame, Unpheasant is normal in flying. Starly, I believe, is normal in flying. Pidgey is normal in flying. That's a very common type, isn't it? Obviously, your evolutions are... Is there just a pure flying... Is there just a bird? I'm trying to think of... No, because I'm trying to think of gym leaders. I know Pidgey and Pidgeotto is for Is it Faulkner? I believe it's Faulkner in Soul Silver and Heart Gold. Those are his two Pokemon. I believe both are normal in flying. Then Skyla in Black and White. Her team is... a Swana, a Swoobat, both of which are dual type, and a Unpheasant, which I think is normal in flying. Talonflame's normal in flying. What was the is Talon? No, Talonflame isn't the regional X and Y bird. What's the regional X and Y bird? Oh my. That's difficult. So electric flying I'm missing, and then a monotype flying I'm missing. Doduo is normal, isn't it? Huh. Very... And I don't think we can say Arceus with the flying gem. Or whatever, the flying plates. Wow, that is really bizarre. I don't know. I think we're cooked. I forget. Is it like Spark or something, the bird? No. Oh man, I forget that bird's name. I'm gonna have to give up. Let's try to generate one more and see if we can do something with it. I know I said one more, but I'm greedy. So we'll do one last one for real. Poison, Legendary Ghost, Fairy, Mega Evolved, not fully evolved. Fairy and Ghost is going to be hard. Fairy and Poison is going to be even harder. Wait, no, Galarian Coughing. Wrong one. But we'll go Xerneas for Legendary. We'll go Galarian Coughing for Fairy and Poison, because I'm decent confident in that. Coughing Galar. It's not Wheezing Galar. I'm sorry. There we go. Fairy and Ghost is something I'm not too privy on, though. I don't recall any. Mega Evolved and Ghost, Sableye. Mega will do you. What the? Why'd it go down? Weird. Which I believe is Ghost and Dark. Mega Evolved Legendary? Rayquaza. clicking as fast as we can. We want to get through this fast so we can focus on the fairy and ghost, which I don't think exists, but probably does. Mega Evolved Poison Gengar. Gengar Mega is the first that comes to mind. One of the most popular ghost types, so it's always in memory. Because we want quick and simple answers. Not fully evolved in Ghost Haunter. Oh, Hatterene! Is that cheating? Probably, but I don't care because we needed a W. It is kind of cheating that it just popped up randomly, but I'm going to take it. Legendary not fully involved Cosmog. I have no idea because my entire knowledge about Sun and Moon comes from a friend in high school who had the game and would tell me about it on occasion. And by on occasion, I mean maybe once a year for 1 year. It's not very much, yeah, it was not that great. I don't have much knowledge about it. But we'll go Ekans for poison that's not fully evolved. And then Fairy and Ghost. We cheesed it, but Hatterene. Which I should have thought of, because again, in the Pokemon new anime, the main protagonist, Liko, has a Hatchrim. I'm not sure if it's evolved yet. And I believe that should do it. Nope. Wow. That isn't a fairy ghost type, even though it looks exactly like a fairy ghost type. Okay, we will take the L there then, because it is a little late for me. We managed to stream for, what, a bit over an hour, and you know what? That's a good thing. And I'm gonna call it here. Alright, thank you all for watching. It always means a lot for me. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya next time, when I will not be so incredibly late. I have my fingers crossed for that. See ya. Bye.